So I shared my top 5, and you have been sharing some of your favorites of the man that we're celebrating today. Yeah, banger, man, banger. Some songs people are like, what? That's Killa? Yes, it is, man. And tell you what, KB is sitting across me in the studio right now. Good to have you join us, man.
What's up, Gary? This is the first time we're doing this?
Look, I was like, we've known each other for this long, but we've never really had to sit down like this.
Yeah.
It's good to have you join me on the show, and I mean, welcome. Let's first of all let's welcome you. Let's welcome the man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Look, I sat down and I'm like, you see how years have flown by so quickly?
Yeah.
It's almost 20 years of you in the lab.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like producing.
Okay, so producing, I started in 2007. So yeah, that's 19.
Wow.
Yeah. But media, that'll be 22, 23 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a veteran. You're a guru.
Yeah. If you put it that way. We're following the footsteps of the TKs and the late Bravos and whatnot.
Well, yeah. I mean, right now, these days, you're wearing a number of caps, man. Besides you just being in the lab, you also have a radio background.
Yes. Very long one, by the way.
It starts way back.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it today and you're like, oh, okay, this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point we actually worked together in one media house.
Yeah.
And I'll take over from you.
Yes, I remember.
And you would make fun.
What did I used to say?
You would throw a jab at Gary Masano, the only one who does one show in 2 days.
Yes. I remember. So you start at 22, then you get it to 2 in the morning. Yes, I remember that joke. I remember that.
Special one, right?
Dude, that was 2 days for real.
But yeah, those were good moments, man. Yeah.
It's a long time ago, man.
It is.
I think this must have been like 2009, 2010.
No, it was 2012.
Oh, this was 2012?
Yeah, this was 2012 when that happened. That's 2 years ago, man.
Jeez.
Young. It's years ago. It's over 10 years. That's
14 to be specific, man.
There you go. You go. So it's one of those amazing things. Also, I mean, let's also recognize you as the Zam Vice President.
Thank you.
I think you guys are doing a lot of good stuff over there. We can see, and it's for the industry. It wouldn't have been handed into the right hands.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
You're in there and you're active, and it's a lot of good stuff there.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Gary.
Killabeats is here. I think we have him here for why you've made us melodies, these jams. You've made us cry. You've made us dance.
Especially cry.
You see that at the end of the day, it's about music. That's what music is all about.
And by the way, fun fact: that instrument you're playing in the background, that was the first professionally produced song I made.
I was guessing.
Yeah. That was the first song I produced from start to finish. Because songs like Even If co-produced with Daxon, because at the time I was still learning how to do my production. So that was like me and Daxon doing the production. Then this is the first time I sat on the computer and made a whole beat from scratch to finish.
Just you.
Yeah, and funny enough, it still is one of my favorite. Like when I listen to it now, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Like you did this and it was your first, that sort of thing.
That's incredible, man.
Do you critique yourself when you listen to it? Like, no, I should have added this there or that?
No, for the time and what we had back then?
Yeah.
No. And you see, I go back and listen to a lot of my old stuff, and sometimes it's like, wow, I did this.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few that I listen to and I'm like, I would have done better here. It's normal,
Yeah,
that's very normal.
Okay, but what drew you to doing that? Because I know obviously music, you had this music background before.
Yeah.
You was a rapper and all of those things. But what drew you to say, I want to start producing
music,
creating it from scratch?
It was purely accidental. Everything that I did in entertainment was purely accidental. Me getting on radio was very accidental.
What?
Yeah, so when I completed school, I tell this story all the time. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to get a white collar job. I studied computer system engineering. I just went as far as diploma.
Yeah.
So I had struggles to, at the time my father wasn't in the country and, I didn't have money to take myself to college. So I was like, you know what? So I started working in a pharmacy. So while working in the pharmacy, I had a little radio.
Yeah.
So the radio at the time, this is 2001, 2002. This is when QFM and Choice FM were just coming up. And I remember first listening to TiVo for the first time. I was like, radio sounds good.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my cousin, I was like, you know what, this is what I want to do now.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just like, because I knew I could talk, and you know, I knew, like, you know, I was in a drama. You know, I used to participate in drama at school, so I knew I was a very vocal person, and I knew, you know, sometimes it's just knowing. You're just like, I think this is my passion.
Right.
So that's where the interest now developed. I started listening to a lot of radio, and it took me about 2 years to get in radio. It was so difficult back then.
Trying to break in, yes.
Oh,
it's not that as easy as it is
now,
these days.
It was so difficult. But I'm happy TiVo gave me a chance, and that's how I got into radio. So when I got into radio, I started hanging around Digital X a lot, because we became friends with radio.
Right.
But by then, because I was rapping, so I already had a background of music, so I knew what music needed to sound like. So sometimes I'd go to the producer and say, can you make me something like this? And sometimes I'd not get it the way I wanted, because my sound at the time was very R&B oriented. So I used to get frustrated. So one time I said, you know what, I want to do this. So I would sit and I watch what these guys are doing. I was like, I'll learn. I said, I want to do this.
Exactly. All those things.
So one time after doing the Danny launch, I did the countrywide tour. I made enough money. I wanted to buy a car. Then I changed my mind. I went to buy studio equipment, and that's how I set up the studio. Then Roberto was one of the first people that I was working with. So he taught me how to navigate the program called Reason. And that's how I started learning. And, you know, and I remember when I was learning, he would laugh at me. But, you know, with time, I learned. So for me, it's not, you know, a lot of people tell you, oh, I learned from church. For me, it was very accidental.
It was that.
You know, like, for me, it was like, I just found myself like, oof, okay, so I can do this.
Yeah.
That's my story.
And that's where you were at. So, so let's talk about this first production that you say professionally. Did you do anything before this? Because this was professionally your first.
Yes.
But did you do any other, well, besides the Daxon, even if, or any of those things? Was there anything that you were trying to work on, that you started working on slowly?
No. So Judy was the first one we signed. So
okay.
when we started, obviously we were just working on, Roberto was working on his album at the time. Daxon was doing we did a couple of songs, like some rap songs. I can't remember what those songs are with Daxon. Then we did that Mbachi song, the thrill song, I Got You. That was the first song actually we recorded.
I wanted to ask that.
Yeah, that was actually the first song ever recorded at KAMI. So when we set up everything, we're trying to test, like, let's test it now. Let's see how. Then Daxon and a guy called Bundu. Actually, Bundu is one who made the beat. Made the beat, then I caught Daxon at the time. Then Daxon came, did the hook. Then at the time, because, you know, 3 was my closest friend radio, so he came, then he jotted something, then he recorded it, and that's how that song went.
And he said it like that. It's like, oh, my friend is throwing out this studio thing. So I'm like,
It's
so a vibe, man. That song is...
So I think Judy heard the song and was like, new record coming up, and she paid us a visit. And the rest is history. So,
what was the inspiration for this particular bit? Did you capture anything?
At this time, I was listening to that Akon album, Freedom album.
Oh.
So that was my biggest. I used to listen to that album all the time. So, you know, like that was my biggest inspiration at the time. So I was just making the beat, and it just so happened that that's the time when I started connecting with PJ, because I just knew PJ. I'd heard him on the first single that Radio had produced for him. I think it was Apple Wire.
Yeah, with Slav.
Yeah, no.
Oh, is it?
It was
just
solo.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we sort of became friends, and he started coming to the studio. And at the time, I just signed Judy. So I said, I like the way you write. I would like you to help me write music for her, because she couldn't write at the time.
Okay.
So not a problem. So you'd always spend time at the studio. So I was making the beat. Then, you know, then he started humming something. Then I liked it. Then that's how we created. So he was the one who's supposed to record it. So it was supposed to be like his song.
Yeah, okay.
That's like, I like it. I like it for Judy. You know, it's like, so that just changed the subject on the verses. Then, you know, and that's how we did it. Then I called Judy. Judy came. Then she re-sang the stuff that PG had done. And that's how we created the song.
And PJ also was okay with it?
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't have any issues, just there.
100%. PJ did a lot of favors for people. Like at the beginning of his career, you know, PJ did us a solid. I won't even lie to you, man. You know, he was always in the studio. For free, he wrote music for everybody that wanted the music to be written. And I think if he lived in our generation, nobody would mess with PJ, man.
Yeah. And so we lost him, but obviously the memories still
the memories are always going to be
there. If you're joining us, we're still with, we're hanging out with KAMI, CEO, boss, all of those things, talking his journey and some of his best work. So hit us up wherever you are. Drop us that voice note, 0974-870-877.
Hot FM at 20. The Grammy level The heat is on. Is
K.O. Alpha. A PJ, baby. Monga Sindile, Mene Benza Kusula. Monga Sindile, Mene Benza Kuseka. They up and up, Bene to the cup. They fill it, Bene to the cup. They up and up, Bene to the cup. They fill it, Bene to the cup. Hey, hey, Monga Sindile, Monga Sindile.
Hatimonga sindine nezo rekota pa window kuchitopa patila po rekota kwa nimbo Bonse muhudu kunisonda vikuma Daily kusiti market na mapromo Tina loki wapo kusakira future Kuseba na tina chita kukwatila feature Ufara nezo fara ni mawash and wear Olole boya vene nenzebe roka wea Kuma shows kezo performera mpepo Kupala uka mwangani musoja kutepo Famushe nezo viwonela cheku tulo Kukacha niamba no lidila kumazulo Nigone kapena ningalote na blower Nilipasikie china ineni viflower Nepo mwizi wasi nifanikano kamba KB Killa Beats na wabonge pa slow So what room kuna salo lemba bill Bata wacha wangene samo life ya new celebrate no uzama fans love you Ni manje manye penetezo vala mabemuda Majini yo jichuka fulu na magamba Kuturipe ologelo enzo nifuna pafupi Nezo chita kukaliwa na kulima grupi Nika enzo pushing afipere la panjila Support enzo pera chemu utu mweni nkala Neseli bifani olo heta eka Neze chena hopu one day ni zambeka Naine ni zaka mfela mwene panzunila pa mwamba One day chizaka nilila Lepo mwizi basi nifanikano kamba Young energy na baroke pa flow kuchinja monga boza muhudu wanaleko nita na loser no cake walk but using a reason this sounds like a KM season Niliche holo cinema enda chonkala brighter future pa matiuzi ni sala vesi ya sila kaidi na rekoda kwa sala chema fans kuinzela no ikonda Tuari fenge sipu aba surwa Tuari fenge sipu aba surwa
You know one of the coolest things that you have when you've got the producers of the music in the studio.
Yeah.
They will tell you some things that the world doesn't know, man. Like Killa just told me something right now. That there's a part in the song where he actually answers the phone. And it wasn't supposed to be.
No, it wasn't. I'm surprised nobody notices that.
It just slipped in through.
Yeah. And I also remember the first song you played, the one PJ.
Sometimes I Wonder.
Sometimes I Wonder. So when I was making that, because I used to use Reason, so by default, the template that I'd use was pan to the left. So that's where I put the snare. And for some reason, I don't know how I didn't hear that the snare
was in the wrong place.
Like if you listen using the stereo, like if you're using your headphones, you can actually hear that the snare is on the left. Now when I listen to it, it irritates the life out of me. Like how did I miss that?
This man is getting too deep. It's gonna spoil the fun for us, man. So, still talking your journey, man, your production. Judy Success.
Yeah.
You do a super duper album, Supernatural Woman. To this date, one of the most celebrated albums. We pick it up and we say, oh, brilliant stuff. When does Alpha Romeo come into the
Alpha
picture?
Romeo came in right after Judy was in. So Alpha Romeo heard what I did with Judy. I think the very first single, Even If.
Yeah.
So Judy came in 2007, but we only started really working 2008.
Yeah.
Then we dropped that Even If towards the end of 2008. Then Alpha Romeo started coming early 2009.
Right.
So you'd come, these baggy jeans, and you'd come, oh no, I rap. And at the time, I was not really looking for rapper because everybody, I just wanted singers.
Okay.
You know, and he would insist. So one time I was a bit frustrated. So he comes and I was with Stan, the industry.
Yes.
Pastor, Coppola Pastor.
Coppola Pastor, yes.
So he comes in and, you know, he came with, I think it was an MP3 or something. So he comes and I said, okay, you know what? I'll never bother you again. Here's my CD. Just listen to it. Listen to it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, I'll never bother you again.
Yeah.
So I was sitting with Stan and said, okay, bring it. Because I was a bit busy. So I put it in. And the first song I played was President. So this original President, I think, was produced by J.O.B. or something.
Oh, is it?
So I heard. So the first thing that caught my attention was like, he sounds very smart when he raps. Like he was different.
Yeah.
President, different example. Ronaldinho, blah, blah. And I'm listening. I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Stan. The Stan, you know, he kind of like approves.
Yeah, like,
and you know what I told him? I said, okay, come tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Oh,
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
So he goes. So he didn't know that I stayed back to remake the instrumental. So he goes and I started remaking the instrumental. So I make the instrumental. So he comes in the morning. Oh, you're here. Oh, Papa. Then I play the instrumental. Oh, this sounds good. Then he started rapping because he already had it in, you know.
Yeah, his thing.
So he started rapping. And another thing. So do you remember how the song starts where the door opens?
That's how it starts, right?
Yeah.
That's how it starts, eh?
Played. No, the original one has got like a door opening. Go. So
Yes.
how that happened is that I just set it on record. So he opens the door, gets in there and closes the door. Then it was recording.
So that's an authentic.
So I heard it and I was like, this sounds good. I'm gonna keep it. And that's how I just kept it. So it just sounded like it was planned, but it wasn't planned. What? So he opens the door, then enters and he closes the door, then he starts rapping.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I sat down with him last year.
Yeah.
His story, though, was at first he left his CD with you guys, and then he came back and no one listened to it.
I actually did listen to it. I didn't like some of the stuff that was there.
Yeah.
So everybody tells the story from their angle.
Okay.
So the second time when he came,
Yeah.
that particular song is what caught my attention. Because it was different.
Right.
Yes.
And then you said, you know what?
Yes, I'll give him a shot. So for me, it was like, I'll give you a shot.
Right.
And funny enough is that the very song, we did the song, put it out, and it still is one of Alpha Romeo's biggest songs to date.
Yeah.
His first song was his biggest song.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
so Alpha
I
was
agree.
one of those artists that everything we did was just huge. Like we didn't have like a weak song.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because there, Will Younger,
Yes.
Rumors.
There are a lot.
Oh, I mean, that's
My life is a lot. I need to go back and archive it. It's a lot.
banger stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Right. It's Z66 part 2. KB is here. We are having a chat with him, obviously running us through his journey and some of his best productions. So, would you tell us what you think is your best production thus far from the two artists we've talked about? What would you say is your best production from Alpha Romeo? Because I have one song in my top 5. Alpha Romeo.
That's a very difficult question.
I put TK on the spot last week as well.
Okay, so for Alpha, I would say the dedication he did for PJ, the one that has got Maki 2. What's that song again? See, I've made so many songs, I forgot the titles.
Man, there's so much.
So it's Alpha featuring Maki 2, Tommy D, and Ben the Future. The dedication to PJ.
The dedication to PJ.
Yeah, then for Judy, I would always stick with Doubting, 100%.
Yeah, I know it. I know I put you
But
on the
my
spot.
favorite production, my overall favorite production, the first song that comes to mind is Ebo Chungo's Extra Time.
Is it?
There's something about that song. I mean, I can go ahead and say Ordinary Lover, the newer ones, but you know, I want to lean towards some of those songs.
You do know we had put you on the spot a couple of years back to
What
give
did
us
I
your
say?
top 5.
I had that song on the top 5?
I don't think so.
So the top 5 changes depending with the mood.
You might change the top 5, ka?
Depending with the mood.
I mean, extra time is a banger.
It is.
What's up, good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Is this Skella?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Skella. Good to have you on the show, man.
You even recognize their voices.
Yeah. Skella is a friend of the show, man.
Oh, okay.
I love being here. I swear.
Yeah. Killa is here.
And Killa, I'm even shivering right now.
Why?
I'm nervous. I don't know. I've admired this man from day one.
Wow, I'm humbled, man.
From his radio time.
Yeah.
I remember at some point people would talk about his accent, and I was like, man, give this man space. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
And he still speaks the same up to today.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
him.
if it was an accent, you can make that up.
You can be found. You'll become normal at some point.
You will forget one time and just go back to the Zambian.
You go back to a default setting.
Yeah. Killa,
Yeah.
I have a question. I want to know something.
Shoot.
The song This Love, remember?
This love.
Yeah. It featured Sheffy, I think.
Yes. This love is new. This love is new.
Yes, This Love is.
Yeah.
Did you produce that song?
100% from scratch to finish.
Oh my God.
Majority of the songs that so I'll tell you this. So songs that I produced between 2007 to about 2017, I produced everything by myself. So what I started to do after 2018 was, because I felt I met so much music, so I felt I was becoming a bit stale. So what I would do then is, like, when I do something, I'd give it to my corporate producer, listen to it. Is there anything you change on it? Would you play the bass differently? Would you know what I'm saying? Then I'll take it back, then strip it down, keep what, then I finish it off from there. But yeah, so I would say 80% of the times, most of the music that you hear, I produce everything from scratch.
Good.
Yeah.
But I've listened to your production.
Yeah.
I know your sound and I love it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Everything you touch, I can tell this sound is KB.
Yeah, it has a signature.
Even before you say KAMI, I know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That one was a little bit different, but very good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It's actually one of the best performing songs on Spotify. I think it's stuck in the 100%. It's one of my most bankable songs. So there'll be Kalema, Marigret, Ordinary Lava, then followed by the same This Love Is New, then the Sinzabuela. There are about 7-8 bankable songs that I have that are paying the bills.
Your signature is Judy.
Yeah, no, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Skella, for coming through, man.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. There we go. We're still hanging out with Killabeats, sharing us with his journey, the artist that he's worked with over the years, man. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So if you have anything you want to say, call us up. You can send us a message, 0974-870-877.
Feel the heat.
Hey, yo, what's up? KB here. I've been given a very difficult task of coming up with my all-time top 5 favorite productions.
5.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with J Cash with I Love You with Asa.
I love you. I love you. 4.
My fourth pick is gonna be Tice with Kazizi ni Kazizi.
3.
My third pick is gonna be B-Flow featuring Judy with Cry of a Woman.
2.
So my second pick is Alfa Romeo featuring PJ Monga Sindine.
1.
So the first one has to be Judy Doubting.
Hot FM.
So as of today, Mabukatula, Judy.
Not really. I mean, it shifts,
It does.
It does shift.
So you know what's funny though, right?
Yeah.
That was, when did we ask you to do that top 5?
Wasn't it like 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah, about.
somewhere there, right? Extra time was
Extra was already out.
yes. So what changed?
I don't know. I've produced so many songs. You know, sometimes if you've got so many, if you have got a pool, like a very big pool to pick from, it's very difficult.
It's hard.
It's very, very difficult.
I mean, the fact that you actually say that you have your favorite, I would expect it to change all the time. I'm not surprised.
It changes all the time. Actually.
I'm not surprised. But at least on that list of yours,
see, there's also this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, I struggled not to have this on my list.
Oh, is it?
I struggled. Let's talk about this song.
Yeah.
The idea.
So B-Flow just came back from the US.
Yeah.
It was at the back of, because in 2012, this when we had done Cry of a Woman. So he used to work with TK, then he would work with me, he would work with Jerry Fingers. So for this one particularly, he wanted like a soulful record, so he felt like I was the right person. So he called me when I was coming back from the US, like, oh, I wanted to do a song, you know, about mama, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, sounds like a good idea. So that's how it came. Then we started, because he had the chord progression in his head, then we started to put it together. Yeah. I think I made this beat in about 20 minutes or so.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know exactly what I want to put together. Then it was just like pa. Then we recorded it. Then we called Mel B to come and do those.
Oh, she's the one who
Mel
did
B
that.
with the backing vocals.
Right.
Then I remained mixing it and this was one of the easiest songs that I ever made.
Easiest songs to do.
Yeah.
Having Obama on it, what did it take?
Well, it was just a speech. It was that was Obama's speech.
I know.
Yeah.
But didn't you have to get like permission or something?
Well, I think B-Flow took permission. I think he did. Huh? Yeah, my job was just to produce and just
put it together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
so I did a song that featured Obama as well.
You see? You
get credit for that.
Killabeats is here. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Who do we have on the line?
This is Street Soldier.
Street Soldier. KB is here. Talk to us.
Yeah, long time Uncle Gary.
Tidichemushe bwanje mwe.
Tidichemushe. KB bakuru muri bwanje.
Mushita bwanje mwantu, mushita bwanje.
Bagamba nilitemushe na bwana Bwera last time ku studio kawata kujana tya. Bagamba so record yako niko na nyimbo.
Wanakutabula.
Mama wakamba mtengo sio mnapo manifesta bakuru wanga nzo wapa mwamba. Elote mzi wa sese kali mzi wakamba nganyo sabanta yudabwa tukasebenza kwa pesa kwa fisi kwa hata.
Okay Sakira dzapanga plan. Sakira dzapwa tikambe mshomusho futi.
Wambera ka?
But wakamba otherwise production yani wakamba namba kuikonga since day one pe namba chekongira production yani otherwise matipangira sense munga pa Zambia bakuru.
Serious mtu wanga?
Serious wakamba mapanga sense production yani wakamba otherwise we are behind you wakamba.
Cheers mdala, cheers.
Thanks a lot man.
Kronika Bwera chemgazio chati Street Soldier mfana wa gari.
Mfana wa gari te.
Nice one, Street Soldier. Thanks a lot, man.
See pressure. That's so chabe.
Come on, we support you.
Cheers,
all
man.
Right, cheers.
So, on social media, there's a story you shared about the song that you did, and I played it earlier. Number one candidate.
Yes.
And you shared the inspiration, and I know you are a big fan of Nas.
Yeah,
it came from a Nas song.
Yep. So you remember?
Comes from a Nas song. How much in your music? I mean, you've shared with Judy. You said you were listening to the Freedom album for Akon.
I was listening to so that was pretty much the inspiration when I was making that album, the whole Judy album. I had the Freedom album on repeat, and I used to play that on radio so much. And the same song, actually, Freedom is the one I used to listen a lot.
Yeah.
So most of my inspiration was drawn from there, and a lot of Neo, a lot of Mario.
Yeah.
So all those were inspirations, and that's what sort of crafted my sound.
How much of it, of that? Because sometimes, and I've seen this, people will start talking like, oh, there's that sound from that, and all of that. What's your take on that as a producer? In terms of how much influence it has on you and the actual sound that you take out.
Absolutely. So for me, if you listen to my music is very, very R&B oriented. Like even when I play my Afro pop, whatever it is, if you strip down everything and just listen to the chord progression, pure R&B.
Right.
Pure early 2000 R&B. It's just, now you have to sort of evolve a little bit because,
it's
sound is
changed.
always changing, you know, so you have to sort of adapt.
Yeah.
But I still maintain the core sound that I started off with. So my sound has always been R&B. I mean, I was a Nas fan, but even as I got on radio, if you used to listen to me on radio, the kind of music I used to play, the Bobby Valentino, Slow Down, you know, like that was my inspiration. So that has always been my inspiration. Even as I evolve into the new sound, I still go back to some of those old songs. You know, chord progressions don't change much. You know, people always replicate the chord progression, so that doesn't change. You know, we still play around the same chord progression still today. How many chord progressions can you play?
Right.
You
And there's nothing wrong with picking this, that, there.
It's just how many keys on the keyboard. Come on, and there are millions of songs out there. We evolve around the same chord progression. It's just how you structure it.
So there's always this talk about the Zambian sound.
Yeah.
You know, we always say, no, we need an international sound so that we can break through. What's an international sound for us to break through? Do we have to go pick out there, or do we need to just have our own?
I think when they say sound, they're pretty much referring to same like Kalindula sound that is like authentic sound to Zambia. But listen, look at the whole lot of Africa.
Yeah.
Africans just took Afropop and ran with it.
Yeah.
You know, there was the Congolese rumba. Then I remember, I don't remember where Nigerians took that. A bit of history that I studied was they got a bit of that sound from Ghana. Then they refined it. They got a bit of some elements from rumba. They got some from pop, got some from R&B, and made that Afro-pop. So that Afro-pop now, everybody's running with that. If you go to West Africa like Nigeria, their own type of Afro-pop. If you go to East Africa, it's kind of bongo. But it's the same thing. So the only things that they add in there is like maybe in East Africa, play a lot of like a flute.
That sort of
Arabic,
thing.
you know, you can tell like this is the East African sound, but it's the same thing. The same chord progression.
Is it not that maybe they're throwing in a bit of the old school, their own sound, your Fela Kuti in there?
Which sound is that? It's just I think it's their lingo, it's how they speak their pidgin, they're proud of. I think that's what identifies them. It's like it's easy to identify a Nigerian, and like even as some of our people try to sound Nigerian, so that, and I always say that pisses me off a little bit because it doesn't give you authenticity. I'd say, why don't you try use a Tonga accent or something that, you know, that makes you different from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's why there's been struggle to identify what Zambian sound is. But I think Zambia's got a sound. Yeah. Zambian sound has been dunka for a very long time. Like even when you go to East Africa, like they know like, oh,
you know what? I say that all the time.
Yeah, dunka is our sound. It's like we've sort of run away from it. Yeah. But I'm bringing it back.
You are bringing it back.
Yeah. I'll go back to, we've done a lot of Afro pop in the last 10 years. So
yeah, man.
We want to go back to that.
Well, that's who we are. Impressive.
Yep.
Killabeats is here. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, there's no one there. Please call us back if you can. KB is here. We're talking his journey, sharing with us how this whole journey thing started. At some point, you produced for this man here.
That's Toby Zambiano.
Yeah.
Dude, I just remembered also I did a song for LV and Dandy Crazy.
Yes.
Remember that song?
I played it earlier, man.
I also did Tawia June.
It's part of my top 5 list.
Wow.
It's my number 4. I love the remix.
Yeah, the remix is my favorite actually.
So, I wanted to ask you this. On this original and remix thing, have you at some point produced 2 versions and you're arguing with yourself which one will be the original and which one will be the remix?
No, because we had already done the original and the original was already out. There was even a video for it.
Right.
Then it was like, you know, let's do like a bam bam.
Yeah.
You know, and he wanted JK to be on the chorus. So that part that JK sings as a bridge was supposed to be the chorus.
What?
For some reason, what George Mango sang was supposed to be the bridge. But in my head, it's like, this sounds like the chorus. I know JK, but wow. Then Elvis like, oh, yeah, you sure? I said, yeah. Let's keep George Wang on the chorus. Because that part that George Wang sang was supposed to be the bridge. And what I put as a bridge was supposed to be the chorus by JK.
Yes.
So we sort of just switched them.
Well, let me not even attempt to sing.
Dude, this is a long time ago. It's like 2010, 2011.
So why I was asking that is, not this song in particular, but have you found yourself in your journey where you've recorded 2 versions and you
start thinking which one is original?
Yes. No. You record the first one first, and it's out.
And I haven't done too many remixes, to be honest.
You haven't done too many remixes.
No, I avoid doing remixes. I've done very few remixes. I think I can count less than 5 remixes.
Less than 5. Did you do the Even If remix?
Yes, I did. Actually, that's one of the remixes I remember doing. Yeah. I remember doing the remix for Even If.
I like it better than the original.
Seriously?
That's the one that's on my top 5 list.
Wow.
That's the one that's on my top 5 list. There's something about it, man.
Because this is the time I'm moving for R&B. Then I wanted to do like an Afro pop. This was the time when, hey, this is a long time.
But you see, for this to be your first works, man, 2008, you are literally learning.
Yeah, I was learning. I was in job on training. I was actually. And I remember getting a call from Blazers like, dude, your sound.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember Jerry Fingers like, oh, those chord progressions, like, I'm like, what? None of these guys know that I'm just learning, like even just how to mix. I never used any template. It was just by ear. Like I would try this, tweak it here.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I like this preset, I'll keep it. And that's how I learned my craft. I learned by ear. Everything I did was by ear. Like even production, like even when I was doing my chord progression. So I think what helped me the most was I always had like an incredible ear for sound. Like I knew what I wanted to do, but it took me a little longer to do what I wanted to do because I wasn't technically trained to play the keyboard like, you know, so it's like it would take me a bit of some time to actualize what I wanted to do. But I think that's always been my strength. Like I have like a very good imagination about sound, and I don't box myself and I don't go by the rules. For me, it's like I just go with how I feel about it. I know it's not off. It sounds good. It sounds good.
It does. If it does, then,
yeah.
And I've also noticed this in the industry where we don't have so many females. A lot of studios wouldn't boast a lot about working with females. Very few of them, to be honest. You've actually worked with quite a number of them.
Judy, I worked with.
Are you deliberate about it?
Yes.
You are deliberate.
I've worked with so many female artists. Well, the stereotype is oh no, producers want to sleep with their female counterparts. And you never hear that story about me, you know.
Right.
So I think that's pretty much the reason. I love females a lot. I love what they bring to the table. I always, at any particular time, I always want to work with a female artist.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed even today, you have the retro and Lear thing, you know.
Yes.
There's always a moment there's that.
Even now, there's always somebody. Like even when I work with Terry, when I put Terry the vocalist on the chorus for Diary, and I put it on my album. There's always, at any particular time, I'm always working with a lady. At any given time, there's always going to be a lady that I'm working with. Yeah.
Because we need females in the game. Yeah. How was it with working with Dambisa?
It was fun. Dambisa she's in her own world. This one in particular, I remember we called Peterson and so we did this version. Peterson wrote the whole song, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he did write the whole song, and we had so much fun recording the song, by the way.
You created this bit?
Everything from scratch.
Okay.
The one that Tishon did was a remix.
Okay.
So this was the time when Tishon
did the remix.
Yeah, so this was the time I just signed Tishon. Tishon just came in, so Tishon did the remix. But this one I did everything from scratch.
Okay. How was the relationship with Tishon?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Learned stuff.
A lot actually, together. Obviously at some point there was, a bit of a rift, but he was also growing, he was becoming independent, so that's inevitable. And I tell people this all the time, it's like, at some point, you can't hold people around, when somebody grows, it's like, ulipali makoro wabwakula. It can take a time for you to move. You need to grow. Sunga kule pali my parents wako, and you can produce, you can pretty much do everything else.
Step out and do your thing.
You've already gotten what you wanted to get in the beginning, so it's easier for you now to go out there and expand. So I always encourage that, and some people just they always misunderstood. Oh no, man, and it's got nothing to do with that. If somebody feels that, the time is ripe and you need to go and grow, you should by all means possible, because that's what I would do myself. If I feel like I'm not growing somewhere, I move because I want to grow.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and you guys are good.
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, 100%.
Killabeats is here. Good morning.
Ever heard any issues?
Good morning, my guy. Good morning.
Morning. Who do we have on the line?
Christian on the line.
Christian. Yes.
KB, hi.
I'm good, Christian. Mind up church for Christian.
You feel judged, by that
Ni
question.
punchline shame, ni punchline nayo, ni punchline shabe.
Uli online name we.
Okay, nareka napwezamo mtima, napwezamo.
How you are in your own class.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You truly have contributed to Zambian music.
Humbled. Thank you so much.
And we notice you. And today I'm here to give you your flowers.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
My question is, who is the greatest art amongst the art worked with? And I would also want to hear the story of the Yahweh song, Israel. By Yahweh.
Okay.
That's a good question. So the greatest artist I've ever worked with?
Yes, that's one question, and then the story behind it.
That's the easy one. For me, it's PJ. I always say, because
Is it?
Yeah, 100%. You know, until today I'll say, because PJ was not from this, he was not from this planet. You know? PJ was... You know how you see, and you know, sometimes when we tell these PJ stories, sometimes you think like, people are exaggerating.
Yeah.
If you spend time prime PJ in real time, PJ was like a Messi of this game. Like, I mean, I've worked with Benechewe, and PJ was sit down. Like, even the way we created that same number one candidate.
Yeah.
I'm rapping to that verse. We're going up the stairs, you know, because the level's not. I'm rapping to that verse. You're my number one candidate. You taste like banana cake. You shake like the number 8. I can't lose you. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm busy reciting that. Can't the guy is making a melody in his head.
Wow.
He's
like
making
that.
I swear to God, we get there and he just said, "You're my number one candidate. You taste like banana cake." So for him, he was just playing around. Like it's just, we didn't intend to record it. And I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
And it was just, I quickly made those chord progression and I just did the drums quickly. And this song, if you heard it, it licked before it even, I even mixed it.
You shared that story, yes. And you didn't like the idea that it licked.
Yeah, but it licked anyway.
Together. Yeah.
He didn't write nothing. We just went in there and just did exactly what he did. Then he just added a few things. And that's how we recorded that song.
Wow.
Yeah, then Julie just came and redid everything. Then I called the other guys to come and record. So that's how PJ was. It was very spontaneous. He never struggled to, I never saw him with it, but he never struggled. Like if the idea hits him, it's just right there and there within 10-15 minutes. Another person that reminds me of that situation is Exile, Israel. So those two for me are like some of the most incredible artists I've ever worked with. Another person that is kind of leaning towards that direction is Frank Rowe. Frank Rowe also is out.
So I've heard, man.
I would also put Frank Rowe in that category because he's also got a mind that. Another one is Chilewan, before I forget. Chilewan also, Chilewan also is an. I haven't worked with him as much, but I do a lot of his work in the background. I haven't worked with him as a producer.
And then you see, this is why, even on my socials, when I posted, I said, you've helped to build stars. Because you've discovered a lot of these guys, man.
Yeah.
We've played a hand in them.
Thanks.
I first heard of Frank Rowe from your state.
Ordinary Lover, that's correct.
You know what I mean?
Chewe as well.
I sat down with him in here. I gave him a task to do a special tribute for Joe.
Yeah. Super talented.
Oh, man.
He's actually I was actually getting to that. He's actually another one that doesn't write as well. He also is in that category as well. He's also a genius when it comes to these are talented people. These are people that don't force it. They don't force it. It comes naturally.
Oh man. Yeah. Amazing stuff. Then the second question from our caller was,
what was the question again?
By Yahweh, the song. What's the story?
So Alpha wanted a song thanking God for the things that, you know, Alpha is also like a genius. Like he always come up with ideas and come like about this idea, blah blah blah. I would like you to get Exile on it.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, sometimes it's very difficult to get Exile on it. But I called him. Was like,
that's exactly what they said when he sat here.
Yeah, so I was like, but you see, Exile's my guy.
Yeah.
You know, like I think I'm lucky. I built relationships with a lot of people, so it was easy to get people. So I call Exile. So he accepts. He comes to the studio. Then we started. Actually, those chord progression you hear are Exile's chord progression. It's like, so it's like, okay, so come up with something. So he comes up with the chord progression. Then I quickly just. So what I like to do is I don't like to waste time. He's like that as well. We're always in a hurry, so I don't like to spend more than 20-30 minutes on a beat. So we just created the chord progression. I did the drums. Then I put like a makeshift bass on it.
Yeah.
From nowhere, he just started pacing around the studio. He's just pacing, and I'm not exaggerating. I think it took him less than 10 minutes to come up with that hook. Then he just comes on the microphone and say, okay, let's go. He doesn't even sing it for you. So they just switch on the microphone.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not exaggerating.
What?
So I turn on the microphone. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
He just, just like that. And it was one take. He didn't come back and say, let me do. No, he just listened. Okay, this is good. Then he just added a few things. Then he did the bridge. I think within 20 minutes, so like, let me hear one more time. Well, let me do this backing vocal. Okay, I'll see you. Let me know when the song is done. And he walks out. So Alpha comes, listens to it. Alpha takes the beat with the chorus. Then he goes back home. He writes the verses. He comes the next day, we record the song. I remember listening to that song. I'm like, I said, we have, sometimes I had to predict, but I was like, this is a good song.
Yeah, that thing, eh?
Yeah.
How easy is it for you to say, this is going to be a banger or not?
No, until today, I can tell you that I have no idea. I'll tell you, like, from my experience from the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the Love and Heartbreak album.
Yeah. So
when we did the Ordinary Love with Frank Rowe, that song was even like, it was not even in the top 5 of the songs I expected to be a big record. You know why? Because first of all, the tempo was extremely slow.
Yeah.
So when I did the chord progression for that, I was making an R&B song.
Right.
So when I played the chords, Frank Rowe loved it and he started doing some ideas of that Ordinary Love. It's like, can we make it into an Afropop?
Yeah.
But like a slow Afropop. So that's how we ended up creating that. So for me, it's like, this is a good album song.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that turned to be the song of the album.
Breakout song from that
on
album.
On the new album, the one we did recently, where I have Nileke. Nileke was like in the pecking order. I think Nileke was like on number 5. Like, I had no idea that would be like, even like when we were making it, it's like, it's a good song, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Again, that turned out to be the biggest song. So now, sometimes you can predict, sometimes some songs that you think will be the biggest songs, like, you never know how people are going to react to the music. So you just have to make it and put it out there for the people.
Amazing stuff, really.
Yeah.
Killabeats is here, just telling us about, some germs here, some songs that he worked on and how they were put together. Coming up, I want us to play a song from your album, the My Diary album.
Yeah.
It's by Israel. What's the title?
I forgot the title. Dude, this was like...
What's the title?
It's like 12 years ago. I swear I forgot.
Okay, I'll give you a minute to think about it.
I want to
straight
remember.
with it.
Feel the heat. Why settle for basic when you can have premium? Hot FM at 20. The heat is on. It's on.
Nakabiri asandae, nakabiri mwapusana bane busheta muremo nanti ukumfana ensansa simu za gambela Napoleon se kusontana Leofana guys. Two wrongs don't make a right. Ukaona muzako waita ya siku yendo chita semno. Kama elanga Fiance bifume kumutima ube Gata utemenwe fyo muno Biale chitata la mwere Uwafya mufwayo kuweshamo muno Venga gulu fyanya Kosati na junya Aibe ule muni pese gobena Kosati wisi junya Anifuta ineni lange gobena Nani wale kanomba mami Ule chile vya kublemana Tangishalesa mufyupo vyenuwe chikankala Iliyofika bomba Ukutangisha Yesu mufyupo vyenuwe chikankala Iliyofika bomba Two wrongs don't make a right Ukaona muzako waita yako sayendo chita sendo Nani wale kanomba mami Ule chini ena ena chini weho Nani wale kanomba dadi Ule chini ena
So Killabeats has done so much, man. You couldn't remember the title to this. But guess what? With technology just went up.
It's been 12 years. Gary, I can't remember everything I did. I've done so many songs, man. Like, if you had to put me on the spot right now,
yeah,
I have not. One day I'll try and sit down and try and remember everything I've ever put. I remember the time when I was doing the verses with TK.
Yeah.
I think I found about 117 songs. What? So out of those 117, I think 80 of those were like big songs.
Right.
So when you think about it, that was in 2000. We did that face off in 2019. Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was 2019.
Yeah. I think we need to do that again.
Yeah, we need to. That was like lockdown time.
It's good for the industry, man.
Yeah, it is.
Let's do it again because it's massive. Yeah. So that was from the Diary album.
Yes, it was.
The first album you produced.
Yes.
Yeah, decent. It's Israel. It's called Ninani. On that album, there's great artists, I'll tell you. So it's online, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is, right?
All my albums are online.
There we go.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you find. Just search KB My Diary. That's the album.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. Let's go to your current favorite. Your number one production, as you put it. I remember tweeting you this in the year it came out. I said, because I was mesmerized. It took me. I was, because I also have this R&B thing with me. And it's got that. Yeah. It's just a vibe. And I didn't see KB and Abel on a song.
And apart from this, remember, we also did Mwamuna Samalida.
Yes, I know. That came after.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a year after.
Yeah.
Like I said, it changes all the time. For some reason, this week, and because I heard somebody, like on a big stage, like there's a young, the guy that does the chorus of my new song, My Diary.
Yeah, Diary 19.
King George.
Yeah.
So he kept on inboxing me on TikTok, you come audition. So I went to his page. This was, I think, a month before I recorded the Diary.
Yeah.
Then I saw him singing this particular song.
This?
I think at The Voice in Nigeria. Yeah. So he was auditioning. He was pretty young at the time. I think he was like 18 at the time. So he was singing this and I liked the way he sounded and I appreciate this song more. So I ended up going back to listening to the song again and I sat down and listened to like 5 times.
Once it up with a wake up with the chat.
Like incredible. Like not even dinner. Like I appreciate, like I sat down and listened to the instruments and to think that Abel Chung wanted me to remove the guitars that I played on this. We actually had a fight over it.
Is it?
Yep.
Why?
So when I was listening to TK, it's like, so you know what happens, like when you're done recording a song, right?
Yeah.
So the first version that you do is like it's an incomplete version. So it doesn't have so many things, like you haven't put your bass, you haven't properly arranged it, you haven't added a few things to just finish it off. So it's just a template. So you've recorded it, it's like, oh, can I have this so I can just listen? So you take that as an artist, so that's the only thing you're listening to. So that gets stuck in your head.
Okay.
So now when I'm done with the full song, I've added a few things.
Yeah.
It's like it's rewired your brain. It's like I got used to the original one, and now you're failing to adjust to the new one. It's like, I'm not too sure about the guitars. Can you remove the guitars? I'm like, Abel Chungo, I'm not going to remove the guitars.
Yo, producers are stubborn like
so
that.
I'm not going to remove this. No, but okay, just mute some. I said, no. I said, you get used to it. And it was a back and forth, sometimes if you don't put your foot down, you would have removed. I said, Abel, the problem is that you got used to the original one. These guitars are what makes the song. Listen to the song, listen to that guitar.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to remove it.
It reminds me of that TK story, man.
And that's how I kept it. And I know he was not too happy about it.
Yeah.
But if you ask him now, he will probably just laugh about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make unpopular decisions. So I was happy that I didn't remove nothing. I kept it the way I had mixed it because I loved it that way. And now, how many years later? This is 2019.
Oh, yeah. So it's 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
I sit back 7 years later, listen to this song. Yes. Right now, if you ask me today, this is today. Maybe after one or 2 years, I'll have a different favorite. I'll say maybe Ordinary Lover. I'll say Kalema. I'll say My Regret. But today, it has to be Extra Time.
Today.
Yeah.
This is Killa's Jam. Let's listen to it. Produced by KB.
Yep.
Ebu Chungu Basuka. Extra Time. Please, if you're struggling for songs for your wedding, if I can put.
Yep.
If I can put it.
If I told you my weakness, would you keep it a secret? Yeah. 'Cause when I feel defeated, I need someone believing. Yeah. You see, I need somebody who sees it, somebody in me. I don't want somebody to be just a body for me. I'm looking right deep in your eyes. I will not lose sight of the prize, babe. She gon' need me extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. She gon' need me extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. La última bomera. Tell me now what you feeling. If it ain't me, let me leave it. Can't be wasting no time. Nah. Need to know if you're mine. Yeah. You see, I need somebody who sees it, somebody in me. I don't want somebody to be just a body for me. I got my eyes on forever. I see us together for better, babe. She gon' need me extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. She gon' need me extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. La última bomera. La última bomera. I've got my eyes on forever, ever, 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 ever. Ungasungewe mutima wanga, ungavomele na banja yangu, ungakosenga kwa bwela drama, ungagarenga palibe drama, ungasungewe mutima wanga, ungavomele na banja yangu, ungakosenga kwa bwela drama, ungagarenga palibe drama. She gon' need the extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. She gon' need the extra time. Put everything on the line. Pa no peneta fica, baby. Si pa ma sobera. La última bomera. La última bomera.
So we're still hanging out with Killa. His favorite of his productions currently. Yes, we don't know for how long. But this is a banger, man. Banger, like I said. Ebu Chungu. Awesome stuff. What's your favorite from Killa? I've shared my top 5. We've read, I think, some of Killa's favorites.
Hi, good morning, Gary. Good morning, Killa. My name is James. I just want to appreciate
Yes.
KB for having contributed, to the growth of our music industry. He's a legend. He's been in the game for a long time, from 2007, just when K Army was set up at Vindico House, of course, with Roberto by the side. He's contributed so much, and then there's so many notable names that we can talk about. We can talk about Jovic, talk about J Cash, talk about T-Sean, Alpha Romeo, Judy, Stone, Daxon, Africa guys. The names are so many, and it beats me that he's one producer that hasn't been awarded, not even one single award. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, but at the end of the day, I wanna just appreciate him for everything he's done, and he's a living legend. He's still going strong. He's still doing it, and today he's a vice president for Zam, and he's still active as a producer. Just the other day, he dropped his diary. I've lost count, but he dropped a new song. But yeah, I just wanna say, big up yourself, Killa. Keep doing what you're doing, and even if they don't award you, we give you the flowers that you're definitely legendary, and you're definitely one of the best. Big up yourself. Yeah, man.
Humbled.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Before we talk about your latest stuff and we wrap up, where is Tice?
I think he's around. He's around somewhere. I saw him last year. Okay. Yeah, I saw him last year. I really don't know what he's doing now, but yeah.
How did you guys find yourself in the studio together to create this banger?
So, how did this happen? It's a long. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember him coming to the studio because he was already a producer. So he come to the studio and was like, "Oh, I would like to work with you." Blah 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 blah. Then I said, "Oh, can I listen to some of your stuff?" So he played me some of the old stuff, and I was like, he sounds different, like he sounds different. Then he specifically played the original of this song. Then I loved it.
What was it different?
It was slower. It was very different. Then I said, I like this song. I said, let's retry, let's redo this, let's see how it performs. If it performs well, then it will give us the direction of where we're. Because at this time I was just sporting talent. Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know how this used to work out for me. It's like, even for him, it's like that one particular song, I did that one particular song, and it was huge. I don't think Tice has ever made a song bigger than this. No.
His original was never released.
I can't remember. I think it was, but I think he never promoted it. But this was huge. Yeah. He went on to make some good songs. The songs that did well, but nothing came close to Kazi. We even did the remix.
Yeah, the remix, yes.
The one with JK, Peterson, and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Killabeats is on. Please give us a call. Let us know if there's a question, or let us know what's your favorite from KB and what is produced over the years. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Gary.
Good. Mike, how are you?
I'm okay. It's been a while.
Yeah, good to have you. Killabeats is here.
Uncle KB.
Yes, boss. Uncle KB, man, kulisa.
You deserve it, man.
Nakula, nankala uncle.
Hey, you are not my uncle.
Cheers, mdara kamandi mbele.
I think I followed your journey. You know, once there's a fun story about your name, KB. For parents of school, I'm about not clear my days. You know, but I'm coming. I'm not far off my days. Yes, the name that I put on my days, KB. And the funny thing, I never, but back then, for example, my videos to say who is KB.
Yes.
You guys say my name was Oche, but you don't know who is KB.
Yes, I know.
The first time I met you, you came to make payments at Breakpoint YesTV.
Pachani?
At Breakpoint.
Okay.
YesTV, you came to make payments.
Yes.
So, there was a video that Thomas Amez playing. And there was this guy said you could have paid. It was me.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just saw the passion you had, like, oh, okay. Yeah, but Mr. KB, we celebrate you.
Humbled, man. Thank you so much.
I've got a question for you.
Shoot.
How do you want to be remembered when everything is done?
Simple. I just want to remember that I made a contribution. I meant well, even though sometimes I think I'm one of the most misunderstood people in the industry. I've come to accept that. I also accept that, when you attain a certain level of success, or when you reach a certain level in your life, you're always going to have people that will try and sort of belittle you or to try and make you feel like you're a user or sometimes people forget some of the things that you've done, and sometimes they want to look at certain things like, because I'm not perfect. When people leave the record label, people always want to find the next one, like, oh, it's because he's a bad person. Of course, I always accept that. I've never been a perfect human being. But obviously, I want to be remembered as somebody that contributes. I want to be remembered like the way people remember TK, the way people remember Charlie Mulalami, the Blazers. Just one of those. Like, if you talk about Zambian music, my name should pop up somewhere. Like, oh yeah, KB also had a contribution between this year or this period. He was in this guy's life. He sort of contributed. So that's pretty much how I want to be remembered. That's it.
No, man, we really remember you. Otherwise, thank you so much for producing some of my favorite albums.
Thanks, man.
And Giovanni, I still love those two albums.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, big man, for blessing us with your talent, and may the good Lord continue to bless you good and more life, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Guy, thank you so much.
Cheers. So, sound, we've talked about it. Where we're at, where we want to take it. Online stuff. Loading music online.
How did I forget this song?
Loading music online. I think we need to do better. Our music needs to be documented, because now we're moving.
I think we're already getting there.
Not because we don't have a lot of the content that people want to click on.
I think this problem is mostly with the older generation. People from my generation, but everybody that came after 2015. If it sees the Yomaps coming up, everybody has their music sorted out. If you're looking for any one of those music, you find it online.
That's right.
So I understand where you're coming from, and I've opened my doors to a lot of people. I've told people, come, let's sit down. Obviously, I put it's a lot of work, a little fee, and I'll be able to put your music in order, because you need to have your music. So if people want to access your music, they should easily just go to Spotify, Apple, and just search and find your whole catalog there.
Yeah. Because what I've noticed is that some of it is there, especially like for the older generation, but it's not organized.
Yeah, it's not, because this one uploaded this.
Scattered.
Yeah, scattered all over the place.
Yeah. So I think we need to do better on that. Good morning.
Hello, Oti.
Hot FM Atibanje.
Yes, this is O'Brien.
Yes, O'Brien. Killabeats is here.
AKA Slim Nazi. KB Killa Beats.
Hey, come on, Temvede Wazungu.
The contributor of the old Zambian music Bakama, not that Sam.
I am Vegamushe.
You want to say Bakama KB?
I'm humbled if that's how you think, but I still like to think it's just Sam, because there's a lot of people that made even bigger contributions than I did.
Not Sam. Before you came into production, I knew you before you came into production.
From radio days then?
Yeah, I do remember those days with Joe Chibango. That passion of music was into you.
Yes, I've always been passionate. That's true.
Yeah. You don't remember because I'm on phone.
Maybe if I see
my name is Slim.
Maybe if I see you, it will juggle my memory.
Yeah, maybe if it sees Slim. Maybe if it sees your face. Yeah.
If I say Slim, you even know the Slim that you are talking about, Slim Nazi.
Yeah, kapanga na kuwa na mdara. Yeah, nikulu kireko. I think if I see your face, I remember. Obviously, zakumbuka mdara.
Okay, boss. When I come back to Lusaka, I'm sure I'll meet you.
Not a problem, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming through, man.
Okay. Well, keep it.
Cheers.
Keep it hot.
So, the Diary 19. That's where we're at now.
Yep.
How far do you want to take this? First of all, you have Deep Tell 'em?
Yeah.
On there?
Yeah.
Where did you find Rough Kids? We've been looking for.
So I'll tell this story.
Yeah.
So Rough Kid was actually supposed to be like on, I think, Diary 4.
What?
Yeah. So I remember reaching out to Rough Kid. Oh, Rough Kid, what's up? I think at the time it was not really, I don't know what state Rough Kid was in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say exactly what he told me, but I was shocked about his response. I said, Rough, this is KB. He says, yes. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to bother you again then. He said, yeah, no problem.
What?
And I've never spoken to him after that.
How long ago was Diary 4?
Dude, this is like 2018.
Yeah,
18.
That's a while back, man.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to him after that. I'll probably see him, I'll say hi, but we never spoke officially after that.
Right.
So obviously it's one of those where I go with the response that you get me. You know? So I figured, well, you're probably not interested to be on it. You have your own reasons. Whatever reasons that you have, I'm not going to bother you. So I met him at the event. Actually, it's that, you remember that event, the Charlie Bravo?
Yes.
That's where I met him.
Right.
So I meet him, so he comes to me, he greets me. Hey, what's up, man? Long time. And, so we have like a little conversation. Then he sort of brought it up. I was like, why man see my dad? He said, I think I can't remember the actual code, but something to that effect. What? I said, Rafi, don't you remember what you answered me? He says, you know what? I probably used to say so many things back then, but come on, man. I said, okay, Raf. I said, I'll call you.
Yeah.
I said, but if I call you, you better answer that. If you don't, I'm not going to bother you again.
Exactly.
He says, KB, this is my number. Anytime you call me,
I'm good.
So when I was ready with it, I called him. He says, say less, my brother. Just send the beat over.
What?
Yeah.
And that's how it was.
And that's it. And 2 days later, he sent back the vocals.
And that's that.
Yeah.
That's how we found ourselves with Dari 19.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and there's so many artists that, like I said, I don't like to mention names, that I reached out at that particular point, and they just either they were busy or they were not in the right state of mind, and they'll give you certain answers. And I'm one of those that I believe creativity is never supposed to be forced. If I come to you like Gary, it's like, okay, KB, I want you for an interview, I should also want to be here.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel like I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate working like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to feel like,
that's true.
I'm just going to do Gary a favor. No, I mean, it should feel like,
shouldn't be like that.
Gary wants me on a show, and I love what Gary does on the show, and I think it's mutually beneficial. I want to be there as well. So, and that's how I was all felt about, if I reached out somebody and they sound like, oh no, okay, can you give me up to 1 week? It was like,
I'm not going to force it.
It's not good enough. It's like,
you need to want to do it.
When you're ready, maybe you let me know. Some I'll reach out, I'll send the beat, they won't get back to me. Then it's like, oh, you couldn't wait for me. It's like, dude, who has got a month to wait for somebody to, it's just 16 bars. How long is it going to take you to write 16? You could just tell me like, you know what, I'm busy. Can we do some other time? Stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome stuff, man. So Dari 19, tune in to part 4.
Yeah.
Because it's fresh new. It's barely a week old, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's days old.
It's days old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's days old. So how far do you want to take it?
I don't know.
It just
as far as
comes,
go.
right?
I have no idea. But I know one day I'm just gonna be like, that's it. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
For as long as people have got something to say, and I get into trouble, my brother.
You'll bring them on.
After 6-7 months, it's like, where is the daddy? Every time I make a post, stop making those posts. Where is the daddy? Where is the daddy?
There you
Where
go.
is the new daddy?
There you go. Then you know that people are enjoying it. They're enjoying the series, man.
Yeah.
Well, Killa, listen, man. Continue doing your thing, man.
Thanks, my brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on in conversations here. The work, you've done massive stuff. Your catalog is huge. There's so much we haven't even touched on here, man. But continue doing your thing, and we'll continue celebrating your journey.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Industry. Yeah,
I appreciate it, Gary.
Awesome stuff. The news is up next with Mwansa. We're back next week. Let's live with Alpha and the rumors.
Yeah.
Whether they were true rumors or not.
No, there's nothing true.
Don't get upset either. It's just a rumor, We're just playing a little game, baby. Don't listen to rumors. Let's go.
Benenezo kwera na kumanya bampundu kasi biflo na bije bali wao ni muzungu ine story na imvera pa street ati big soya nambo kulisa masweet na mvela ko kankani kulitivali na mimba ati badezeti kazi banaleko imba kiepina redo wanambo sesingana kuliko kakruke kafuno ni bisinga ati Samji anachoka mu mafela ndabagero wake akwatira futubola rumor has it hip hop ni topinga kwa machati yonse ati ndine nilidinga usheni cha change dirobya kulahama ati wiu yanga yabafuta na kuchaina niziba na badije bayikonda flow KB papiti na ba Romeo pa slow nimvela cheku bantu ke amini kali ati Alpha Romeo achila na batali usheni zoona kapena cheni ruma nimvela cheku bantu ke amini kali ati Alpha Romeo achila na batali usheni zoona kushenizoona kapena cheni ruma mubasi bantu bonse benzoshimika kankani topiki pali ine KB na K-Army namvela ati lolo asilila musembe patupi vimu babakanzi wiusa na lembe Rumor has it slap jainda na Judy Rafu ama ita MC ati daddy namvela Bob Mabege aimba muchizungu ati lete singo sana imbile mulungu pa Facebook page bali na mwana tate sitiziba bati rafkiti atiringa kafupika nzaki kuli ani uza kuli show ya bazeni tipefo mababili che ine na pita seni wanitumila chefoni movie TV lipadishi ati twet kings inambo panga tinge fishi kushi pafie pantu tualikali poku chila pushi kafe nimbela cheku bantu ke aminikali ati Alfa Romeo achila na watali kushenizoona kapena cheni ruma nimbela cheku bantu ke aminikali ati Alfa Romeo achila na watali kushenizoona kapena cheni ruma ine babakali bonse na ine nazifakapo pamubili panga manta na yachosapo ma one piston wapa mic sinipenda so bring the bass monga pompi no surrender kumenya na nidoti so na pera biliko ndaba mpamvu nilipe zo pera physical ine no igwira Zambia inapisha kochi ati 2010 tizapasa tije stretchy ukana chani ndaba boze baisi bakuti mupandoni wanga slap G aulula nizoona taitu alipaslingi ati T-boy manje avala mabling na mvela video yanga yatambika chanelo kulipewe ya kwana Alfa Romeo bachi flow
Alfa Romeo. It's just a rumor, fellas. Just speaks your mind. No filters, no fakes, just pure fire with top tier presenters. Hot FM at 20.
The heat is on.